In a cluster of nearby villages, several famously beautiful young women had been kidnapped by a gang of thugs. Just as one of the girls was about to be brutally assaulted, a dark figure suddenly appeared in the distance. A knight clad entirely in black armor. Angry that their fun had been interrupted, the men turned toward the knight, their faces twisted with menace. The bald-headed gang leader stepped forward, thinking he could intimidate the knight with sheer presence. What none of them realized was that this man's terror went far beyond anything they could comprehend. Even the darkest corners of the underworld whispered his name in fear. He was the infamous Death Knight, and the moment 4 skeletal legs of death sprouted from his back, it signaled that a bloodbath was about to begin. The thugs were paralyzed with fear. They had never seen anything like this monstrous being, but by then, it was already too late. With a swift slice of his blade, Frostmourne, the knight slashed across the leader's leg. Before the man could even react, he was stomped into a pit of fire. One of the younger thugs tried to fight back, but couldn't even land a single blow before he was chopped in half, his body bursting like a smashed watermelon. Seeing his companions gruesomely killed, the last thug turned and ran. But he didn't get far. He was nailed to a tree by a divine weapon. Whether it was the sheer force or the weapon's supernatural power, the sword pierced clean through the tree, so deeply embedded it was hard to pull out. Once all 3 men had been executed, the girl collapsed to the ground, overwhelmed with gratitude. She fell to her knees, bowing repeatedly, thanking the knight for saving her life. But what happened next was something she never could have imagined. As she looked up at her savior, the knight drew a dagger, but instead of cutting her ropes, he gently sliced her chest, opening a long, thin wound. As her blood poured out and flowed toward the Death Knight, the surrounding dark energy grew even denser. Meanwhile, miles away, a man named Mark was once again trapped in a strange vision. Unsettling images flickered before his eyes. He had seen these kinds of dreams before. Every time disaster struck, this mysterious ability would activate. It was thanks to this innate power of prophecy that Mark had been able to solve many previously hopeless cold cases. One of these cases would soon become the turning point in his life. The lead investigator on this case was the renowned Count Charlie, a man known for cracking every mystery he encountered. Mark had long admired him and hoped for a chance to meet him. Unexpectedly, his prophetic visions began again. Images flickered rapidly in his mind. His hand scribbled down fragments of words on paper, seemingly without conscious control. Though the vision lasted only a short time, it was enough to reveal the key details of the crime.